The Throne Hall, the inviolable inner sanctum of Greykeep. Here lies Nortender's seat of power.
General, I have made my decision.
Understood. How do you want me to prove myself?
By taking care of an issue you have, involuntarily, already come in contact with. You will set out tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Isn't this a bit rushed?
It is, but time is not on our side.
All right. What's the mission?
Ambassador, if you please.
1 week prior to your arrival, there was an attack on a mining town called Dracot. It's on the border of Hallett and Nortander.
By whom?
Windholm dwarves. And just like the incident on the Golden Road, everything about it is strange. Firstly, because Windholm and Nortander are at peace. And secondly, because in this case, the victims of the attack are dwarves themselves. Surface dwarves.
Hold on, so dwarves raided a dwarven village? That doesn't make sense.
Correct, it doesn't. Which is why we'll need to find out what's behind this.
What do you want me to do?
Simple. Go there, help the surfaces recapture Dracot, then find out why the Windholmers would do such a thing so that we can resolve this as swiftly as possible. Please understand what is at stake here, General. Nortander has just been through a war, and the wounds are still mending. We cannot risk another one.
The dwarves that raided our caravan were after our moonsilver.
I know. And since the Dracot mines produce moonsilver too, I am certain there is a connection. The only question is, if it is moonsilver they want, why raid Nortandian caravans and towns? What has happened in Windholm that they would risk a war over this? This is what you need to find out.
Isn't one of the circle mages a dwarf? Iskrim.
Yes. And we've tried to reach out to him ever since the Dracot incident. But he left for a longer expedition up north a while ago, and hasn't been heard from since.
What about the other circle mages? Could they help us?
They are also on their own missions. The purpose of the Circle isn't to walk around Greykeep all day, but to ensure stability throughout Nortander. And this is what we are doing. We are mages, not bureaucrats.
Fair point. What kind of expedition?
Officially, to excavate a Shaper ruin in Wolfgar. Personally, however, I think it has to do with the rune.
The rune? You mean...
The runestone Rondar Lacane used to mind control Lady Myra Utron during the Purity Wars. Yes.
So the Crown intends to use it?
We intend to understand it. Isgrim will research it, with or without our approval. And I would rather have a technology as powerful as the rune in our hands than in those of our enemies.
I see. I see. So... what troops do I have at my disposal?
For now, only the human unit of the Wolf Guard. The Morhir and the Orcs are each on missions.
What missions, Your Majesty? Will they come back?
They will, but not anytime soon. The Wolf Guard will have to make do without them in the meantime. You will, that is. As for your first question, the Morhir troops are overseeing the construction of their people's new settlement in Utran. The Firewielders, on the other hand, are in Barga Gor, protecting their great cow under the leadership of Circle Mage Gor. Their absence weakens the Wolf Guard, but I cannot blame them. After all, these are their new homes, and they want to ascertain safety. However, I want you to join forces with the Surface Dwarves as soon as you reach their outpost. They will know the strengths and weaknesses of their kind best.
Understood. Then I'd best get prepared.
Do that. Circle Mage Alathiel and Wraith Skadar will accompany you. Alathiel, introduce the General to the troops.
Understood. Meet me at the war table if you want an introduction, General.
Ah, and one more thing.
Your Majesty?
I believe in second chances. Prove me right. The audience is concluded.
General, if you have a second, there's also something I need your help with.
Yes? Who are you?
General Arev, the new commander of the Wolf Guard. I thought I might drop by to introduce myself.
Ah, right. You're the replacement. I heard about you. Well, I'm Master Sergeant Ralkin, the Wolf Guard's quartermaster. Pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure's mine.
Listen, General. I was actually looking for you. I know you're probably already swamped, but there are two important matters we should discuss. One's about these mercenaries from Wolfgar the ambassador hired. The other about a disappearance within our ranks. What do you say? We can talk about this now or later outside.
What do you mean by disappearance in our ranks? What happened?
Well, where do I start? It's about one of the Wolf Guard's engineers, Marcus. He went missing a couple moons ago. Heard a search party went looking for him, but they didn't return either.
You want me to look into this?
If you can spare the time, yes. Strictly speaking, it's not your direct responsibility. But word has it you'll be traveling a lot. So, maybe you could make some time?
Shouldn't the Royal Army deal with this?
Well, they did. Tried to, anyway. But I overheard command. We're still stretched thin from the war. The Army can't afford to send another search party. But the Wolf Guard could.
Why is one engineer so important?
Well, Marcus is gifted. In the wrong hands, his military designs would be dangerous. Also, he's a good kid.
This isn't an order, is it? You're breaking rank.
No, it's a request. Look, General, the kid's in trouble, and I can't just sit by if something can be done.
What do you know about his disappearance that makes you so worried?
Marcus wouldn't just disappear, and neither would that search party. I heard they tracked him to an old silver mine southeast from Greykeep called the Silver Drift Hollow. Something must have happened there.
Do you think he could have killed them?
Marcus? No, why would he? He's loyal to the Crown.
All right, I'll find him and the search party.
That's all I can ask. Thanks, General.
Earlier on, you said something about those mercenaries the ambassador hired. What about them?
Well, since the ones from Wolfguard turned out to be quite useful, the Queen's provided the Wolfguard with some coin to hire more of them if need be. And since you're the new commander, I thought you might want to have a say in it, and who we're going to hire. We can stick with the two from Wolfgar, or find someone else. It's up to us.
I see. Why do we even need mercenaries? Doesn't the Royal Army have enough men to fill the Wolf Guard with?
But the Purity Wars cost us dearly. We're still licking the wounds, so to speak. And in the meantime, we rely on help from reputable mercenary corps. Anyway, bottom line, just let me know if you want to hire someone new. I'll arrange it.
Will do. Thanks, Sergeant. I want to hire a new mercenary. Farewell.
Good day, General.
Here.
You came. Good. Ready for an introduction?
Yes.
Good. Come along. This is the Wolf Chamber. It's where Tahar used to plan missions and discuss politics with the Orcish and Elven commanders. Now, I could tell you all about them myself, but I suggest you have a chat with them first. Just let me know when you're done. Oh, and you might also want to introduce yourself to your soldiers. I saw 2 of them sauntering around here earlier.
What do we have here? Hello?
By the... Ellen's reins, you gave me a start. Who are you?
General Arev. I'm the new commander of the Wolf Guard.
Oh, I see. Yes, we were told. I assume you came to familiarize yourself with the Guard?
Yes.
Good. Well, I'm Elian Valath, Scryer of the Moorhere, and the one in charge of the Elven division of the Wolf Guard. But you probably knew that already.
I did. What's the state of the Moorhere troops?
Our state? Absent. Almost all of our forces are currently up in Utran, helping to secure our new settlement, and it'll be some time until they're back. I hate to say it, but for now and the near future, you'll have to make do with the human part of the Guard. Listen, I have a question. That dark elf that's been walking around the keep, would you know who he is? I've been told he was at your audience with the Queen today.
I don't, but he'll accompany us on our mission, so I might find out.
Ah, fair enough. Then do let me know when you find out. I'm curious. Either way, I'll be out on King's Vantage if you need anything. Good luck on that mission, General. My prayers will be with you.
Wait. You're the new general, aren't you?
How did you know?
I saw you and that caravan come in last night. I heard what happened on the Golden Road. Dwarves attacking humans. They were either completely hammered or completely out of their minds. Anyway, you'll be replacing Tahar, won't you? Good thing the Fire Wielders won't be fighting for the Wolf Guard for the next few moons. Otherwise, you'd be in for a rough time.
Why would I be in for a rough time?
Well, mainly because we orcs don't care as much about titles as we do deeds. Tahar earned our respect, whereas you're still a blank slate. And on that note, you should probably talk to the Circle Mage, Iria.
What about?
Well, I overheard your audience with the Queen, and knowing Iria, I don't think she's very happy about the decision to replace Tahar with you. The 2 of them were really close. As friends, I mean. But it's best if you ask her yourself. Either way, all the best on your mission, General. I'll see you around.
Huh? Who are you?
Your new commander.
Wait, you're the general from Imperia, Arev.
Her Majesty already informed us about her decision. I truly hope she knows what she's doing. Corporal Tahar was a great leader. I mean no disrespect, of course. Forgive me, General.
I know what I'm doing. You'll see for yourself soon enough.
Understood.
I heard that we'll be heading out on a mission soon. Is that true?
Yes, tomorrow at first light. You'll be briefed soon.
I see. Well, thank you for visiting us, General. I appreciate it. Tiara's blessings.
Interesting.
Done already?
Something I've been meaning to ask you. What do you know about that dark elf? Wraith.
Not much. We briefly worked together during the Purity Wars. He helped us resolve a problem for the Moorhere elves and then left.
Is he trustworthy?
In order to answer that question, I'd need to know what he's here for. I don't think his intentions are bad, though. The Queen has good intuition when it comes to people.
You're a Circle Mage. So what exactly is your role in the Wolf Guard?
Officially? None. But I guess you could call me a counselor of sorts. Plus, the Circle's and the Wolfguard's responsibilities overlap. We oversee the use of magic, they oversee the country's safety. Both are diplomats, so to speak. So, since Her Majesty ordered it, I guess I'll be sticking around for a while longer. That is, unless you have a problem with that.
Of course not.
Good.
Where are the Wolfguard's troops stationed?
In the barracks, of course. These are the headquarters. If the entirety of the Wolfguard troops lived and slept here, it'd be rather cramped.
Makes sense. I think I'm done. Let's prepare for the mission.
Sure. Just let me know when you want to head out and I'll be there. Anything else?
Well, yes. Zara said you're not too happy with the Queen's decision.
Did he?
Look, I know you and Tahar were close. I'm sorry for your loss.
Thanks. It's just... Tahar gave so much for this country. So bloody much. And now here you are, the new leader of the Wolfguard, handpicked by the Queen herself. Replacing a hero like you'd replace an old pair of boots. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't know you, but this just feels... wrong.
Well, I'm not in charge yet. I still have to prove myself.
Yeah. And something tells me that you will.
I understand why you'd feel that way. I guess all I can hope for is that you give me a chance.
I'll do my best. Anyway, if you want to, we can have a chat after the mission. I need some time to clear my head. I'll see you on the morrow, at dawn. Find yourself a good horse in the meantime. This'll be a tough ride.
War after war has scarred Fiara, altering the tides of power across much of the continent. In Northander, a fragile hope for peace drives the efforts to rebuild a ravaged kingdom. A new beginning dawns for the Mortir, as their new settlement finally takes shape, while the orcs realize the dream of the Great Khal in Bargagor. The dwarves carry on in their stronghold below the mountains, and the Exalted Father rules quietly over the dark elven swamps. It is an era of change, of redefining the old and discovering the new. The cool, earthy air rushes to the mine's entrance like a mountain's exhale. Where once this was a hub of activity, filled with sounds of pickaxes and creaking mining carts, it is now an empty carcass. But though the miners and laborers have long since moved on, evidence of their passing remains. Scratches on the walls to mark the passage of days. An old fire pit smothered in the thick layers of ash. And in one corner, a crude, half-completed drawing of a naked elf maiden riding a dragon.
All right then. The quartermaster said the search party tracked that engineer to here.
And then they all vanished.
Exactly. Let's see what we can find.
Yes.
Oh shit, the crown! They found us!
I need help.
They killed one of our heroes.
No, don't die on me, will you? We need you.
That hurts. They killed one of our heroes.
Purity soldiers.
Keep your guard up. These probably weren't the last of them.
No, don't die on me, will you? We need you.
What's the latest?
You're sure of this? So, I take it you mercenary folk don't talk much, do you?
What is there to talk about? We're on a mission.
I guess we are.
Finally, some action!
On your
Damn.
order.
Healing now. What's this?
All right, here goes nothing. You got it.
Huh. A key.
Is that... Hey! Over here! Help us! Tiara's breath. Thank you.
Who are you?
Captain Garrett Ryal, 8th Division of the Royal Army, stationed in Greykeep.
Ah, the search party.
How were you captured?
Those Purity soldiers ambushed us in here. They must have been down here for a while. They knew the ins and outs of this place too well.
Sounds like rats.
What do you know about your captors?
To be honest, not much. They're former Purity. That much you can tell by their robes. Their leader is someone named Kadma, but that's all we know.
Kadma, huh? Must be holed up somewhere else in the mine. They could have just killed you. Why did they take you prisoner?
I don't really know. When they locked us in here, they actually apologized.
Apologized?
Crazy, right? They've been feeding us too, but other than that, we've just been losing our minds in the dark.
What about the engineer? Is he here?
Marcus? How do you know about Marcus?
The quartermaster told me about the search. He thought the Wolf Guard could help.
The Wolf Guard? Then you're... Tiara's breath. They took him deeper into the mine, but that must have been, I guess, a week ago at least?
Then we need to keep moving.
Wait. Let us come with you. The rest of our unit is in here somewhere. And we want to get back at the bastards who did this to us.
Might be good to have some backup. All right, let's go.
Let me see.
Aye, Commander.
Yes.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Let's be quick! It must be done. Move in.
Get ready.
More heretics. Take him down.
It's them or us. Consider it done. I need some action. This is how it ends.
You're getting a good return on your investment.
By the Guardians, thank you!
As you command.
What?
I will follow.
Places, the air is chilly down here.
Sounds like a plan.
Good thing I came prepared.
On your order.
Over here?
Cadma, if you just let everyone go...
You know I can't do that.
That must be Marcus.
And the rest of the Purity fugitives.
Soldiers? Help!
No, wait! Please, hear us out!
Keep it up.
This way.
So I take it Dirk and Nolan are dead?
I think those are the least of your worries right now. Who are you? Why have you abducted all these people?
Lacing fools. I'm Cadma, leader of what remains of Aeonir's faithful.
And we didn't abduct anyone. We were only trying to keep our presence here a secret. When someone found out, we had no choice.
The Crown still wants our heads, and we couldn't let them report us.
So you thought imprisoning them was the better alternative?
What else were we supposed to do?
What do you mean mean by what remains of Aeonir's faithful?
During the Purity War, a lot of people flocked to Rondar Lacane's banner, claiming they wanted to walk in the light. Liars. All of them. They wanted power, riches, or just the excuse to kill in the Allfather's name. We spit on their graves. We are the true believers, the true followers of Aeonir's words. And thanks to the Crown's persecution of anyone involved with the Purity, we are the last ones left.
Don't let her fool you. True believers or not, they murdered and tortured people for the Purity. They're as guilty as any other Lacane fanatic.
Yes, we fought for the Purity. Not with joy, but with duty. You're a soldier. Surely you understand that when your leader gives an order, you follow without question. Wouldn't you?
Why keep them as prisoners? Why didn't you just kill them?
Hasn't there been enough bloodshed? We don't want to kill anyone. The first person who found us, we panicked. We captured them and couldn't let them go after that. Of course, then someone came looking for her, and so on.
If you were worried about people reporting you, why didn't you leave?
And go where? This mine has water, shelter. Out on the road, we're vulnerable. We might as well walk ourselves to the Grey Keep gallows.
How did you capture the engineer?
He stumbled into our camp. We didn't know who he was.
So you weren't after his military designs?
What? No. Why would we be? We have no use for them. When we found out he was part of the Royal Army, we knew it was only a matter of time before they sent people to look for him.
I told you to let us go, Kadma. We wouldn't have reported you.
I wish I could believe that.
Let me guess. You're also the Purity loyalists who ambushed the Wolfguard, aren't you? You killed Tahar.
What? Why on Io would we do that? We're trying to survive here, not give the Crown more reason to hunt us.
Cut the bullshit. You murdered Tahar to avenge Rondar Lacane. And then you thought you could get away with it by hiding out in this cave.
No! I didn't even know Tahar was dead. Yes, I know you probably think all ex-Purity are the same. But the last thing we want is more violence. All we ever wanted was to help spread the light of Aeonir. Please, you have to believe me!
We'll see about that. But first, I have more questions. Why should I believe anything you're saying?
Look, all we want is to be left alone. During the war, we were only following our faith. Our leaders pointed the way, and of course we accepted it as truth. We were tricked, misled. We left the Purity when we realized what they really were. But the Crown doesn't care. They want our heads simply because of our association. Can you blame us for wanting to live?
No, I can't. If you swear to Aeonir that you'll stop this, I'll let you and your followers go.
You... what? Really?
General, you can't let them get away with this!
Everyone makes mistakes. Sometimes people deserve a second chance.
But what good is your word? How do we know we're not going to be picked up by some soldiers the moment we leave here?
I'm the leader of the Wolfguard. My word carries weight with the Crown.
Then I accept. On behalf of my people, I swear by the All-Father, we will put this behind us.
Then you're free to go. But if I hear about your group again, the Wolfguard will hunt you down.
You won't, I promise. May you walk in the light. And thank you.
Stay close.
Thanks for the rescue. I was starting to believe I'd never leave here. You know, I'm glad you let them go. Being stuck in here, I got to know them. I believe them.
Let's hope you're right, for all our sakes. Now make your way out of here. I'll see you back to Greykeep.
Will do. Thanks again, General.
Two days into your journey to Windwall, a storm at the Gate of Kings forces your cohort to a halt. You withdraw into a nearby village, where you wait for it to pass. On the fifth day, you arrive at the Hallett-Windwall border. According to your map, Dracot is near.
All right, this is it. The Surfacer's outpost should be just up ahead.
Dwarves fighting dwarves? This is absurd.
Well, maybe once we've recaptured the town, we can make sense of this. The soldiers will be here within the hour. Let's...
Understood. What do you require? Finally, some action.
Here we go.
Consider it done. Got it.
By the Guardians, help! Someone help me!
Hear that?
Yes. Someone is in trouble. The voice came from on top of that cliff.
I'll take a look. All right, here goes nothing.
The energy fields! You need to lure them into the energy fields!
Undead! Look out!
They are tied to the energy spheres! You need to kill them when they're inside of the spheres!
It's them or us. On your order.
That hurts. Just what I needed.
Get ready!
This is it.
Huh. Interesting.
All right.
All righty.
You're sure of this?
That smell.
This is how it ends.
Finally, some action. You know it.
On it.
Move in.
I will follow. Here we go.
Arians, quills! That was close.
Who are you?
Ralph. Ralph Mallory, mage of the Greyfell University. And this man is... well, I don't know.
Can't he speak for himself?
That's the thing, he can't. Where do I start? I'm here on behalf of my master, who is studying dwarven burial sites. However, when I came here, I found this dwarf kneeling in front of the altar. He was, how should I say, empty, drained.
Your master studies dwarven burial sites. Why?
Why? To gain knowledge. This is what archaeology is all about, isn't it? To unravel the unknown, to shed light into the darkness.
I see. I assume by drained you mean that he doesn't react to you.
He doesn't react to anything. His body works, his eyes contract, but there seems to be no sentience in him whatsoever. No soul.
Any idea who this man is? A hunter? A digger?
Judging by his clothes, I'd say he's a worker or a scout, but I doubt we'll find out.
Do you know anything about the conflict in Dracot?
You mean those Windholm dwarves who attacked the mining town? Yes, they are the reason I'm giving Dracot a wide berth. I'm here for the graves, not to meddle in dwarven politics.
Where do these corpses come from?
Well, when the dwarf didn't react to me, I tried some things to rekindle his aura. Then, all of a sudden, these undead crawled out of the earth. My guess is that my magic triggered a resurrection.
Tell me more about this man's condition.
I would if I could. Frankly, I've never seen anything quite like it. His body is there, but his mind is just, well, gone.
You should go back. This is a war zone now.
Yes, I heard about that. The dwarves. Look, why don't we join forces? Whatever you're here for, I think I can help. If not, at least allow me to express my gratitude. I have some coin to spare.
All right. You can join us. Just be aware that it'll be dangerous.
Understood. Thanks, friend. Lead the way. I'll follow.
Over here. There. That must be the surface dwarves' outpost.
Sure, I'll buy it.
General Erev, isn't it? What took you so long?
We got held back by a storm. Are you the leader?
Oh, I guess you could say that. Oi. I'm Haratir Oakenbraid, Mayor of Dracot. Former mayor, that is.
So the Windholmers are still controlling the town?
Oi. Frankly, I'm at my wit's end. Dwarves fighting dwarves. This is just wrong. It's gotta have something to do with that sodding priest.
Priest?
Right. How would you know? The Windholmers have shut themselves off since King Rorik's death. Apparently a former priest of Nihaf seized power. Arrakis.
What do you know about this priest?
Not much, I'm afraid. I tried to reach out to my brother who still lives in Windholm, but I haven't heard back yet. Frankly, I'm a bit worried. If we manage to capture one of the attackers, maybe we can interrogate him.
Good idea. Doesn't King Rorik have a son?
Oi, he does. A useless dandy, more concerned with the latest beard fashion than politics. If this Arrakis is even half as ruthless as his goons, I doubt the prince was much of an obstacle to him.
All right, let's talk tactics. How do we reconquer the town?
Well, I'd suggest brute force. But there's a little problem we'll have to solve first. The barrier at the aqueduct. Briefly put, the Windholmers had their Earthshapers cast some sort of magical barrier over the only passage into the valley. We're stuck on this side.
Earthshapers?
Dwarven mages. They have the power to control earth and rocks as an elementalist controls ice and fire. Iskrim, the Circle Mage, is one of them.
You heard the lady.
We need to find a way through if we're to retake Dracot.
Aye, we do. But right now, this sorry excuse for an outpost couldn't withstand a horde of rabbits. In other words, we should reinforce this place before we take any action. You brought soldiers and craftsmen, didn't you?
A few as backup for your men, yes? They should be here any minute.
Grand. Since I'm no commander, how about you giving us a hand reinforcing this place? My friend Egram, that pale lad over there, can give you a hand with that. Let him know that you'll handle things from the barrier if you want to. We'll talk tactics once you've gotten this place into shape.
What now?
Are you Egram?
That's me. I saw you talk to Haratir.
Does that mean you're the general the Queen promised us? Where are the troops? No offense, but I expected something with a little more...
General Arab!
Corporal, just in time.
Well, that answers my question.
Mayor Heretier said that our workers and yours should join together to reinforce the outpost.
Ah, I see. Aye, I can do that. Best we start with that old trading post over there. With your help, we could turn it into our base of operations.
Sounds good. Corporal, send in the workers.
Will do.
Hey? Watch his legs.
We finished researching a new technology.
Go ahead.
Building completed.
Fair enough. Let's do this. I'll take a look.
This way.
Let me see.
All right, we've reinforced the outpost. What now?
Now, we deal with the barrier. Have you taken a look at it yet?
Not yet.
Then I suggest you do that now. Also, while you're there, I want you to look for a woman named Kurger. She's the only person I can think of who might be able to help us out of this mess. She's a former engineer of the Bastion, and a damn fine weapon and runesmith, who used to put some of the best smiths back in Windholm to shame. Now, if we could somehow convince her to fire up that forge of hers again, and fashion a couple of runestones for us, we could do something about that barrier. Because, believe it or not, some of my men here actually used to be Earthshapers, and could use the barrier.
Stones for your Earthshapers.
So that they use their magic to bring down the barrier. Exactly.
Why do you need me for this? Can you talk to Kurger yourself?
Well, it's complicated. Suffice it to say that Kurger and I have a bit of a history together. Also, your word as the General of the Wolf Guard carries a lot more weight than mine.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
That's all I'm asking for. Good luck.
Get a chisel, boys. We're built. Don't worry, Chief. We'll have that done in no time.
Our reserve of stone is low.
Consider it done.
Throwing your life away.
Finally, some action.
Oh, you're getting a good return on your investment.
Come on.
Good thing I came prepared. Piece of cake.
As you command.
Our reserve of stone is low.
All right. Here goes nothing.
Ah, good idea.
The outpost is complete. We've expanded our borders.
Interesting.
Send them back to the grave.
Lead on.
I'll keep the bastards off you. Okay.
We finished researching a new technology. Building completed.
Yes?
Sure. That way?
Ooh. We've finished researching a new technology. Our reserve of stone is low. We've finished researching a new technology. Our reserve of stone is low. We've finished researching a new technology. Our reserve of stone is low. We've finished researching a new technology. Building completed. completed. Building completed. Building completed.
There we have it. The only way into the valley, blocked.
Hey, you there! Wolfguard. Been a while since I've seen that crest. Let me guess, you're here because of the Windholmers.
We are. Who are you? And what are you doing out here?
Kurga Dwalmir. And I'm here to admire that lovely piece of dwarven engineering. Just like you, I'd wager.
What can you tell us about it?
You mean other than the fact that this whole situation is a Nihal forsaken mess? All I know is that the mad Windholmers put this barrier here. Probably because they don't want anyone behind this wall while they're busy ransacking Dracot.
Any idea why the Windholmers are even here? Why did they attack Dracot?
Darlin, I have no idea. But it might have to do with that Arrakis fellow in Windholm. Word has it he's done little else than instigate the people in the past few months. And maybe this is the result.
Any idea how to get through?
Well, I'm no Earthshaper, but I do know that a barrier like that requires a device to sustain it. A little dwarven engineering, if you will. Get rid of that device, and the barrier comes down.
So, Haratir told me you're a former engineer.
Aye. What else did he tell you?
That you could equip his Earthshapers with runestones so they can bring down the barrier.
Darlin, even if I fashioned them the best runestones on Io, the buffoons would sooner blow themselves up than dispel that barrier. So, short answer, no. Not going to happen.
They can't be that incompetent. Why don't you want to help them?
Because Haratir is involved, that's why. He can beg and grovel and send as many Nortandian generals as he likes. It's just not going to happen. Tough titty, said the kitty.
What happened between you two?
Oh, before or after he told me that he loved me, swore the granite oath, lived off my savings for a year, and then ran off with some young elven wench.
Ouch. You realize that there are lives at stake here, don't you?
Look, I know you mean well, but aside from the fact that I enjoy seeing fate finally getting back at that bloody ox, I'm not that keen on stirring up trouble with the Windholmers. I know better than to pick a fight with the Bastion.
The Windholmers have killed people, and they'll kill more if we don't find out what's going on.
Well, I guess you have a point. All right. For starters, I have a better idea than handing magical explosives to a bunch of nitwits. I told you that barrier is a result of some lovely dwarven engineering, didn't I? Well, thankfully, I'm at your disposal. I'll destroy that device they have set up and dispel the barrier myself. Then I don't have to deal with Haratir, and you can go retake the town. Everyone wins.
Do it then.
Lovely. Stand back. Ow.
What happened?
The barrier must have had some kind of defensive mechanism. I'd need some sort of protection in order to... By knee half. It just had to be Haratir's men, didn't it? All right. As much as I hate to say it, it looks like we need those Earth Shapers after all. They can use a protection spell while I take care of that device. I'll get Haratir's men outfitted with the rune stones they need. No guarantee that the buffoons won't try to eat them instead of use them, but that's the best I can do without better materials. Also, since this might take a while, there's something else you could help me with, but that's up to you. It involves trolls.
Are there lots of women in the Bastion?
No. One of the reasons I left that shit pile behind me, frankly. No matter how good my work was, or how committed I was in the army, every day some nitwit comrade came up with a new joke, suggesting that I'd be better fit crafting soup ladles than crossbows. And it's not as though I didn't know what I was getting into. When I told my mother of my plans to join the Bastion, she warned me that I was in for a rough time. Of course, I brushed it off as nonsense. But anyway, let's not go there. It's ancient history now.
What exactly happened between you and Haratir?
Never mind.
What can Earthshapers do exactly?
Protect. While on the march, they're... But once they draw their rune circle, they can really turn the tide of battle. They're immobile while they cast their magic, but their magic protects everyone in their vicinity. Pretty handy in a fight. Or, like we have here, dealing with the consequences of idiotic dwarven squabbles.
You said something about trolls.
Aye. There are some in the caves a few steps east of here. I've been meaning to deal with them on my own, but... Let's face it, I'm not all that young anymore. Long story short, it's in both of our best interests to get rid of them. All this ruckus at the aqueduct probably woke them. And we don't need angry trolls rampaging through our base while you're busy reconquering Dracot.
All right. I'll take care of it. You mentioned you could do more for Haratir's Earthshapers with better materials.
Well, if we had a proper forge and some iron, I could give them a dandy little upgrade. I'm sure the troops would appreciate the extra sense of security as well. Your call, though. They should be up to the task, as is.
A forge and some iron, huh? I'll see what I can do.
You do that.
So long.
Aye.
Got it. Just what I needed.
We're under attack! Our workers are under attack!
Here we go.
Attack! Our workers are under attack!
think I came prepared.
Whew. Good work.
On it.
What do we have here?
Finally, some action.
It's them or us.
Good. I think that was all of them. Let's tell Kurga.
Anything you need?
I took care of those trolls.
You did? Grand. If anything tears down me hut now, it'll be a bunch of crazy Windholmers, not a furious troll. Here, you earned yourself this. Thanks again.
So long.
Aye.
We've finished researching a new technology. We've finished researching a new technology.